A man travels from town A to town B at a speed of 4 km per hour, and then from B to A at an average speed of 6 km per hour. If he takes 45 minutes to complete his journey, find the distance that he traveled. Okay, so what do you want to find? You want to find what is the distance that he traveled. So we let x be the distance traveled. But in this case, it is not very good because the distance he went from A to B at 4 km per hour and B to A at 6 km per hour. So what can you find first? You should actually find what is the distance, okay, from A to B. Let x be the distance from A to B. Okay, now you have distance, you have speed. You can get time from A to B. Is equals to x over 4. And what is the time from B to A? It will be equals to x over 6. Okay, at this point we should write hour. That is because we are doing kilometer per hour. Okay, so we know that these two time is in terms of algebra. So what is the total time he takes to complete the journey? That will be 45 minutes, which means that x over 4 plus x over 6 is equals to 45, and this is incorrect. Okay, because 45 is in minute. We need it to be in hour. X over 4 and x over 6 are in hour. So 45 must have the over 6. Yeah, then now this is the correct way. X over 4 plus x over 6 is equals to 45. That will be 3 over 4. Okay, remember what we learned previously? If there are two fractions on the left side, okay, what do? We make the common denominator. Times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. Of course there are other ways, but I want you to make a habit first before we explore other ways. 3x over 12 plus 2x over 12 is equals to, the right side don't have to make it to over 12 because you can always do cross multiply. Okay, 4 goes to him, 12 goes to him. 20x is equals to 36. X is equals to 36 divided by 20. Okay, and that would be 1 whole 4 over 5. And this is it. The x is the distance, so it's important that you know what you are doing. Okay, and this will be in kilometer. So what is the total distance that he traveled? Write down in your English statement. Total distance is equals to times 2 will be equals to 3.6 kilometers. Okay, this kind of question, maybe you know at Sec 1 you're not very familiar with this. It's okay. Practice more on word problems in equation. Okay, now not necessarily the x is always the thing that you want to find. Now in this case, because x is going to A and to B and then B to, sorry, the total distance is A to B and then B to A, it's hard to find the whole thing together. You can always break it down into a smaller part. Okay, always think what can your x be, and then we form an equation with x. Find out what is x. Your job is always to find out what is x, then answer back to the question, what does the question want? Okay, and not sad to say, algebra word problem will be with you from Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3 to Sec 4. Okay, and it will get more difficult with every year. So it's important to understand what should you let x be, from the start.